Before you hire another technician, make sure the technicians you already pay are allowed to work. Most trade companies don't lose capacity in one dramatic event. They lose it 10 minutes at a time. The crew waits, searches, drives, returns, gets interrupted, and then gets blamed for every day that the schedule is broken. Today, I will show you how to find the capacity that is hidden in the payroll you already have. Hello, my name is Will, and I help lead in operations for a growing plumbing company that grew from 4 million to 40 million in 3 short years. One of the hardest lessons that we learned was that hiring more people does not fix the bad system that steals time from everyone. Paid capacity is the crew time on your payroll. Available capacity is the time people are present and able to work. Usable capacity is the time that materials, access, information, and clear direction are all present. Productive capacity is the time that crews are working, actually moving the job towards completion. Those 4 numbers are not the same. The gap between pay time and productive time is where hidden capacity lives. Some of that gap is necessary support time. Some of it is recoverable waiting, searching, travel, rework, and interruption. Capacity is not headcount. Capacity is completed work. This is not an argument for squeezing every minute out of every crew. It is an argument for fixing the system that allows skilled people to do more skilled work. In service, the technician's truck should serve like a mobile stockroom. A well-stocked truck can carry 95 to 98% of all common parts that the technician may need. When a larger or unusual part is required, a delivery driver can bring it out to the technician so that the technician can continue doing productive work. Your skilled plumber should not be your most expensive delivery driver. In project work, the same thing can occur through incomplete kits, changing plans, blocked areas, or missing decisions. The details may appear to be different, but the results are the same. Paid crew time stops the work moving forward. A project crew arrives, but the work area is not ready. The materials are on site, but one critical item is missing. The plan changed, but the crew received the old information. The crew starts one area, gets moved to another, and finishes neither. A service technician returns because the first visit did not have the right part. A customer is not ready for access because the confirmation never happened. The route sends a technician across town and then brings the next call back near where the first one was. A callback consumes the same skilled time the company already used once. A field handoff waits because the office does not have the notes, photos, or completion status. Every one of these hours is paid, but not everyone moves the job towards completion. I would suggest starting with 6 simple buckets. Nobody needs a new language or a 3-day workshop to understand these. The point is not to prove that somebody wasted time. The point is to see what the system continually makes people do. One of these buckets will probably explain more of your hiring pressure than you expect. Keep in mind, not every minute in these buckets is avoidable. We are looking for the part that a better operating system can remove. Here are the 6 leaks. First, waiting for access, decisions, instructions, other trade, or ready work. Second, searching and material movement, including supply runs and incomplete kits. Third, avoidable travel created by weak routing or last-minute changes. Fourth, rework and return visits caused by an incomplete first pass. Fifth, interruptions and priority changes that break one day into several unfinished days. Sixth, weak handoffs and administration that hold completion between the field and the office. Waiting often creates an interruption. An interruption often creates extra travel. Extra travel often creates a rushed handoff. That is why one leak can quietly create 3 more. The schedule shows who is busy. Flow shows what actually finished. You cannot recover every lost minute, and you do not need to. You only need to find the largest controllable leak first. Small losses feel harmless because they arrive 1 minute and one job or one crew at a time. The math changes when you start to total them across the entire company. And this does not require a stopwatch following every technician around all day long. It requires an estimate that is honest enough to support a decision. Here is an example. 10 technicians work 8 hours, create 80 paid technician hours per day. If each person loses 45 minutes, the company loses 7.5 technician hours that day. Across 5 days, that becomes 37.5 technician hours. That is almost one full technician week already sitting inside the current payroll. Keep in mind, nobody in that example has to be lazy. The system only has to remove 45 useful minutes from each day. A 4-person project crew waiting 30 minutes loses 2 labor hours before a wrench moves. Repeat that 3 mornings and 6 labor hours disappear. Recoverable capacity accumulates the same way the loss did, a little at a time. Small daily leaks eventually arrive in the owner's office as a hiring request. Sometimes another person is absolutely the correct answer. You should just know how much of the current team's time the operating system is consuming first. The next step is not to tell the team to move faster. The next step is to move the biggest obstacles out of the crew's way. Pick one leak, change one control, and see what happens to completed work. Do not launch 11 new improvement projects and create a 7th category called meetings. Start with the leak that is stealing the most useful time. Release only work that has a reasonable path to completion. Stock and restock service trucks regularly around the work they actually perform. Use delivery support for unusual materials instead of pulling skilled labor away. Stage complete project kits before the crew needs them. Confirm customer access and site readiness before dispatch or release. Protect a short priority window so today's work does not change every hour. Give each blocker one owner and one next check time. Route service work with geography and job type in mind. Record the cause of callbacks and return visits instead of only closing the ticket. Make the field to office handoff part of the definition of complete. Fix the system around the crew before asking the crew to carry more. One useful change that sticks is better than a massive improvement plan that gets in the way of the crews. Make the change and then run the test for 5 concurrent business days. Tell the team clearly that this is a system review, not an employee scorecard. You want honest categories, not perfect timekeeping. Use a spreadsheet, a whiteboard, or the software that you're currently using. For each day, capture these 7 numbers. Record total filled paid hours. Estimate hours that moved ready work towards completion. Estimate hours spent waiting. Estimate hours spent searching, moving materials, or making supply runs. Estimate avoidable travel and routing time. Estimate rework, callbacks, and return visits. Finally, estimate interruptions, priority changes, and incomplete handoffs. At the end of the week, total the loss by cause, not by person. Then choose the largest cause and test one change during the subsequent week. Then compare completed jobs, completed phases, callbacks, overtime, and crew frustration. If the result improves, standardize a change and then move on to the next leak. You may still need to hire, but now you will hire because of real demand, not because you need another person to stand in line with a broken system. Ready work, protected release, clear blockers, and capacity that the company can trust. You can download the free hidden capacity recovery sheet at substructure.com/tools. Use it for a week to find the largest place your current system is consuming your skilled labor time. In the next video, I will show you how to calculate the dollar cost of scheduling chaos. Subscribe for free if you want simple operating systems for growing trade companies. For you, it just takes a quick second, and for us, it makes a huge difference in getting this information out to more companies that need it.